All right, let's talk about something that's probably all over your shopping apps. We're diving deep into the BNPL trap. You know, the no-cost EMI. It's sold to us as this amazing, helpful tool, but honestly, it's more like an invisible chain that slowly, quietly tightens its grip on your finances.
I want you to just think about that for a second. That phone in your hand right now, that new watch on your wrist. Yeah, it feels like it's yours, but is it? Or does it really belong to some bank or a fintech company? You might be carrying it around, but it could be the very thing holding you hostage.
See, that's the illusion. It feels like you're winning, right? You've got all the latest gadgets, the coolest clothes. But what you don't realize is that you're actually playing the financial game on the hardest possible difficulty setting. You're stuck on a treadmill, running faster and faster just to stay in the same place.
So let's start there. Let's pull back the curtain and really dismantle this whole illusion of ownership. We're going to see exactly how these services make you feel like you own things while they're actually just chipping away at your freedom. You've seen this a million times. I know you have, especially during those big online sales. Banners just screaming at you. Get it now, pay later. 0% interest. It feels like you found a cheat code, a brilliant little loophole in the system. You get what you want, you don't have to pay for it right away, and it's free? It's so seductive. It makes you feel like a financial genius for a second. But that feeling of being a genius, well, that leads us right into part 2, the no-cost lie. Because let's be real for a second. Do you actually believe that these giant, multi-billion-dollar companies are just giving out free money because they're nice? Come on, there's always a catch. This line is the hook. It's plastered everywhere, and man, is it effective. And it works because it's not just a marketing slogan. It's a powerful psychological trick that basically hacks your brain's natural defense system against spending. And here's the science behind it. It's called pain decoupling. You know that little sting you feel when you hand over a big wad of cash? That's actually a good thing. It's your brain telling you, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. But BNPL completely removes that friction. It separates the pure joy of getting that new thing from the pain of paying for it. That pain gets delayed, chopped up into tiny, harmless-looking pieces. So what happens? You buy more stuff, and you buy more expensive stuff, because that immediate pain is just gone. So if it's no cost to you, how on earth are they making money? Well, there are 2 main ways. The first one is pretty straightforward. They charge the seller a fee, sometimes called a subvention. The seller is happy to pay it because they make more sales. But the second way, that's where it gets sinister. They are literally, and I mean literally, betting on you to mess up. They know life is complicated. They know you might forget a payment or have a tough month. And the second you miss one single payment, bam, the trap springs. We're talking massive late fees and insane penalty interest rates. We've seen them as high as 36 to 42%. And just like that, your free loan is suddenly the most expensive debt you have. And this is where it gets really serious. The real cost isn't just about the money you lose in penalties. It's about what this whole cycle does to your mind, to your stress levels, and to your actual ability to ever build real, lasting wealth. These are the invisible chains. First, you get stuck in the dopamine loop. Life is hard, work is stressful, so you tell yourself that little lie. I deserve this. You buy something for a quick hit of happiness, but you pay for it with future money, which means your future self is guaranteed to be even more stressed, needing another hit. It's a vicious cycle. And second, you fall into the depreciating asset trap. You're using loans, debt, to buy things like phones and clothes and gadgets that start losing value the second they're out of the box. You're using your future income to pay for things that are actively becoming worthless. Okay, stick with me here, because this is the brutal math they don't want you to do. Let's say you want a new 1 lakh rupee phone. Path 1, you take the no-cost EMI, paying about 8,300 rupees a month for a year. Path 2, you take that exact same amount of money and invest it in a simple index fund just for 1 year. And then you just leave it alone, let it grow. What's the real difference between status today and wealth tomorrow? The difference is 30 lakh rupees. No, that's not a typo. That 1 lakh rupee phone, left to compound over 30 years, could have been worth 30 lakhs. That shiny object you bought to impress people today literally cost your future self a small fortune. Let that sink in. And Warren Buffett just nailed it with this quote.
These habits, these little EMIs, they feel like nothing at first. They're like tiny, lightweight chains. But over time, they get heavier and heavier until you're completely anchored. You can't quit that job you hate. You can't take a risk on your own idea. You can't travel. Why? Because every single month, that EMI monster is sitting there waiting to be fed.
So is it hopeless? Absolutely not. How do we break free? It's time to stop playing their game on hard mode and switch the difficulty down to easy. This is your escape plan.
Forget their fake cheat codes. It's time for a system reset. We are going to install the real cheat code, the one that rewires your brain and puts you back in the driver's seat.
Here it is, your 3-step plan to freedom. Step 1 is the nuclear option. Forget willpower, it's not enough. Go into your apps right now and delete every saved card, every BNPL option. Force yourself to pay with something like UPI, where you actually have to type in a PIN and feel the money leaving your account. Reintroduce that healthy pain. Step 2, the sinking fund. Instead of paying a company an EMI after you buy something, pay yourself an EMI before you buy it. Set up a separate account and save up for that big purchase. And third, my favorite, create the anti-EMI. Start an SIP, a systematic investment plan. This is how you hack your own brain. You redirect that dopamine rush you get from buying stuff to the much better feeling of watching your wealth grow.
You know, when you boil it all down, it comes to this one simple truth. Every single time you click yes on an EMI for a lifestyle purchase, you are trading a chunk of your future freedom for a tiny bit of comfort and status today. So let's end right here. The entire system is built to keep you as a lifelong borrower. But it's a choice. You can unplug from that poverty autopilot. You can make the decision, starting today, to stop borrowing and start owning. Own your assets, own your time, and most importantly, own your future.